Hello, my name is Olcay Işık, and this video for Internet Programming to Listen. I will talk about the differences between PHP5 and 7. And first of all, PHP stands for Hypertext Preprocessor and is a server-side programming language. And if you want to ask why developers use PHP, PHP is open source. It has supportive community, offers cross-platform development, and easy to learn also. And also, it has a fast load time. PHP results in faster site loading speeds. PHP codes run much faster than ISP because it runs in its own memory space, while ISP uses an overall server and COM-based architecture, and also less expensive software. In working with PHP, most tools associated with the program are open source software, such as WordPress, so you don't need to pay for them. Also, PHP has a data flexibility. PHP is flexible for database connectivity. It can connect to several databases, but the most commonly used in MySQL also. And also MySQL can be used for free, but if you want to use ISP is used MS SQL, and Microsoft product can be expensive for sometimes. And now we can discuss about the differences between PHP5 and PHP7. I want to talk about the 11 major differences between PHP5 and 7. First one is performance. That engine is open source scripting engine that interprets and compiles PHP. PHP7 uses the PHP next generation that is much faster than PHP5. I don't know if you know the Facebook HVVM. HVVM provide maximum performance for PHP-based applications. So PHP Next Gen started with this idea to provide maximum performance as Facebook HVVM provides. The performance improvement source was led by Zen to speed up PHP-based applications. And PHP Next Gen aims to provide better performance and better throughput and memory utilizations. I have some flowcharts here that shows the speed difference, also performance difference between PHP5 and 7. First one is total throughput compressions. As you can see here, read-write computations is PHP7 is much faster than PHP5. And these numbers is transition per second. And also the second one is for memory usage compression. As you can see, PHP5 uses much more memory than PHP7. Also in here, WordPress, Laravel, and Zen mostly uses with PHP. That's why I add this flowcharts in here. As you can see here, PHP7 is much faster than PHP5. HHVM 3.7 is close to PHP7, but PHP7 is the fastest request for WordPress model 3.6. In PHP, in WordPress 4.1, as you can see here, PHP7 is much faster than PHP5. And also I have some frameworks with using PHP in here. One of them is Laravel, and the other one is Zend framework. As you can see here, PHP7 is much faster than PHP5. And also in here, PHP7 get for difference with HHVM 3.7. But in WordPress, HHVM 3.7 path is close to PHP7, but in here, PHP7 lead the charge with a great difference. This one is visual, but this one is not visual, but they are same. So I pass this flowchart. The second one is security. As you know, in these days, security is major problem for internet sites. In PHP5, actually, last version of PHP5 end of life since 1st January 2019. This means that PHP5 no longer has active and secure support by the PHP team. That's why PHP5 has some security issues, but in PHP7 now is active and security support has a security support for by the PHP team. And also an example is file encryption tools. PHP5 still using encrypt, while PHP7 is using OpenSSL. If you want to ask what is the difference encrypt and OpenSSL, OpenSSL provides better performance, better security, and it's portable than encrypt. This is why it's important to keep PHP version update, because if you don't do that, you have some maybe you have some security issues, and in these days security issues is a big measure for internet site, as I told you before. Third one is compatibility. Some modern PHP frameworks or extensions are only compatible with PHP7. For example, Laravel is the most popular framework for PHP. But if you want to use latest version of Laravel, you have to use PHP7, because Laravel stopped to support PHP5. Laravel 5.4 is the latest version of Laravel that supports PHP5. On the other hand, there are some PHP extensions that might not be ready for PHP7 yet. Furthermore, some functions are going to strike a backward compatibility issue as they are deprecated in PHP7, such as each function replaces that for each elect function replaces that break match. These are the functions that replaced. Fourth one is parameter and return type. In PHP5 doesn't allow programmers to define the return type of a function or method. No provision for return type declaration. But in PHP7, you can able to declare parameter and return type for a function or method. As you can see here, we have some functions, and you can see the return types. And here, for example, I want to try some codes for this example. I want to open Notepad++. Okay. Name number one. Okay. Choose language. Okay. PHP. Let's write some codes about the return type for the try. That some two variables a or x. Yeah, there's a float. It's not automatic. Sorry. Then return two values that some of, sorry, not a and b, x and a. So, for example, 5 and 7. That will also, of course, that will return a float. Same as the page server. Okay, let's open the Google Chrome. There. Open it. This one is try. As you can see here, return the value of sum of 5 and 7. I want to try different code. Wants a number. Return. That multiply the number 3 times, and that function return to 3 times of our number. For example, 4. It has to be returned 64. Let's refresh this. Why is not working? 1 second. I have to check. Sorry, it's Q. That's Q. So for that, as you can see here, it starts 64. Sorry for the mistakes. I wrote June, but it has to be Q. Let's continue. The fifth one, as you can find the similar codes in my document also. 5 is spaceship operator. This operator allows to write a code more simpler and more easier and more faster also. As you can see here in PHP5, we have a function. This function stores the value. If both of them are equal, return 0. If a is greater than b, return 1. If b is greater than a, it's return -1. But when we use spaceship operator, it do this do all of these codes automatically. In here, there are some more examples. If this spaceship operator, as you can see here, if both sides are equal, return 0. It's if left side is greater, return 1. If right side is greater, return -1. Actually, this function did the same thing, similar same things with this function, but in here, this function use if-else blocks, but in here, this function use this expression. Of course, the same things, nearly similar, same things. And also in here, there are more examples for integer plus strings, arrays, and objects. As you can see here, both sides is 1, it's return 0. If right side is greater, return -1. As you can see here, in class are the same. Strings also are the same. In arrays, you can see both sides are equal, it's return 0. If the left side is greater, return 1. And also objects, you can see the examples in here. The sixth one is null call space operator. In it's like how can I say? And also this one is write code is more. This one allows to write code is more simpler, more faster. In here, you can see the code. How many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see 5 blocks, but in here only you have to write this code with 1 block. And for using if-else, like before example, in here, I prefer this declaration to using if-else because it's more easy and more faster. As you can see here, if you want to use if-else, you can use this expression. But this expression, null collapse operator, is more easier than this ternary operator. Sorry for pronunciation. As you can see, it's much easier and much faster, and both of them turns the same things. If we can get the ID, it's return the ID. If it's not, it's return null value. As you can see here, let's check the control if-else. As you can see, if I get this star, just this block is true. If it is not, ID will be equal to null. Okay, let's continue. You can see more examples in the document. The 7th one is animals class. Animals class are useful, very useful actually, because you don't need to create a class like in PHP5. As you can see here, you have to declare a different class, but in PHP7, you can declare an animals class in the code while writing. It's more easier and more simple. And also animals classes can also can have constructors. They can extend, they can implement an interface. They use trace just like normal classes. As you can see here, it extends and implements. You can see these expressions, and also this is the dump wheel output. The eighth one is escaping Unicode characters. Also, uh, these characters uh, make it code more easier and more faster. As you can see here, when you want to see this expression, you have to do this code block. You have to uh, JSON decode and encoding codes. You have to use encoding code. But in PHP7, we can use the escape Unicode characters. These are much more easier. Let's try this. It has to be output is like that, not that. As you can see, the output is the same as the document. And also I have found different code for this example. Let's try it. As you can see, you don't have to use JSON decode code or encoding code. All you have to do is use Unicode characters. You can see more examples in here. The uniform variable syntax. This one is uniform variable syntax. Uniform variable syntax, the main difference of existing syntax and new syntax to keep consistent and complete variable syntax. And also this allows the advanced expressions. As you can see that example here. 9 is group import declarations. As you can see here, you have to declare all imports with one block. You have to use you have to open another use, but in PHP7 you have to group them like this. It's much more easier and much more simple than PHP5. And also we have some additional features. These changes, there are a few new features added into PHP7 core, a few major changes in here. One of them is abstract syntax tree. That's the big change on the core, but most likely to be visible to developers. It makes parsing PHP code easier, less error, and with better things in future. As you know, most of the code can throw error. Less error will be more useful for writing. And also, there is a new method in here. This method allows the variable binding at call time rather than pre-binding. And also the last one is error handling and 64-bit support. With 64-bit support, PHP7 uses the large files and patches. With error handling, you can understand the difference between error and exception. You know that it's highly uneasy to handle fat errors in PHP5, but in PHP7 it's much more easier to cache the major errors with exceptions. This has been achieved with introduction of new engine exception objects. As you know, or as you might be aware, that PHP5 doesn't support the 64-bit integer or large files, but in PHP7 it supports the 64-bit, and also supports. That's why also it also supports the um, large files, and hence you can run applications closely on 64, sorry, 64-bit system architectures with using PHP7. To sum up, I have a table here to sum up all the informations, and I want to uh, look at them. Look at this. One of them is performance. As we talk about, PHP7 uses PHP next generation engine that's significantly faster than that allows the significantly faster than PHP5. PHP5 engine referred to as that, and therefore its performance is way below that of PHP7. And here performance in here, as you can see here, performance speed is double average requests per second are 41, 44 when it's 22 in PHP5. And also return type in functions and methods, PHP7 allows to declare return type, but PHP5 doesn't allow programs to define a return type of a function or method. You can see the examples here. Another example here. Sorry. Exception handling. In PHP7, measure errors have been changed to exceptions, making them easier to catch. But PHP5 to handle better errors was difficult. Was a difficult task. Group use of declarations. It's making right make the right code much more easier and much more simple because you can group the declarations. You can do this in one line, but if you use PHP5, you have to open a new line for new declarations. PHP7, as we talked about, supports the 64-bit. That's for PHP7 able to use large files, and this regards run several applications on the 64-bit systems architectures without any error. But PHP5 doesn't support the 64 bits. That's why PHP5 uses the 64-bit integers as well as large files. Animals class in PHP7 you can declare animals class rather than creating full definition class. But in PHP5 there is no concept for animals class. We have to declare creating a full definition of class. And also trivial comparations. The other name is specific operator. This operator can compare greater, less than, equal comparisons at the same time. As you can see here, you can also, for this, you can use if else clause, but no need to do that in here. As we talk about if they are same, zero, in here now classing operator. This operator returns the value of a variable if available, else returns null, as we talked about. In PHP5, there is no declaration for null classing operator. That's why you have to write the code longer than PHP7. As you can see here, you have to create the else block but in here only you have to use null collapsing operator, as you can see. Example of advanced features. Uh, Advanced features of PHP7 include CS, PNR, NG, and next generation functions for return type declarations, etc. PHP5 features of PHP5 include superior SOAP, implementation, improvement to examine extensions, etc. That's all. That's all the informations that I collect for difference between PHP5 and PHP7. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.